What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the man. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming back to my video. It is time to talk once again. And in this video, we're going to talk about the things that a lot of women say in the beginning stages, the first stages, the dating stages, the courting stages, the getting to know you stages that can turn good men off. That will turn a lot of good men off. And it's funny because a lot of y'all don't even notice these things when you say them, just because he doesn't give you the certain reaction or a certain reaction of displeasement or whatever, does not mean he's not thinking twice about meeting you. All right, so I want y'all to be aware and cognizant of these things and be careful to say these things, even if you're not even trying to give off bad intent or malintent with these sayings. But you got to be careful when you say these things to men you just met. All right. But before I start, please subscribe, please comment, please like, please tell me what you think. Please tell me if you've been in this experience. And if you ever want to buy me a black tea, you can do that with this yellow box below. All right. So let's get straight to it. The first thing that a lot of women say when they first meet a man that can be a total turn off to good men, and I've actually experienced this myself, and not just once, not just twice, not just 3 times, but many times, multiple times, and each time they have given me headaches because I just don't understand. But I'm gonna say it. The first thing is, I don't know about you. You look like you get a lot of women. What does that mean? Is that your way of complimenting me? If you just want to compliment me, just compliment me. That's so much better than saying this, that I get a lot of women. Because one, you're saying that, it sounds like you're saying that I'm easy. I'm just that easy. Because I might have good looks or some kind of attraction that I just pick up women. I just use it and I just get women. Now I got a whole stable of women. Just to remind you about this video, this is about things that turn good men off. Not grown-sized boys. Not dudes trying to waste your time. Not dudes who just out here just playing and just doing whatever. I'm talking about solid men. This makes a lot of us crazy, even though we might not tell you. Because another thing that I've noticed about a lot of women is that they don't know how to properly compliment sometimes. Maybe it's nerves, maybe it's just ego, but this is not the way to go. Never. If you think he's attractive, say it. You don't lose anything. Trust me. But to say he looks like he has a lot of women, that he gets a lot of women, that's not the way to go. Because honestly, if I'm here with you as a solid man, as a good man, as a man who's trying to invest in you, in a good woman, I do not have time to have other women. I don't have the space, the capacity, mental and physical, to do that. And that is why I'm here with you, trying to find you out, trying to figure you out, trying to get to know you, trying to present myself to you. So that line could turn a lot of men off because it can be kind of disrespectful, and it can also show immaturity in the woman. And also, honestly, if you think I got a lot of women, then why are we still talking? You're not going to waste your time, right? So only say things you mean, because you know you would not like that to be true, all right? So let's go to the second thing that turns a lot of good men off in the first stages, the beginning stages, the courting stages, is asking him how much money he makes. Why does it matter to you? Let me ask you that. If I was to ever tell you the answer to this question, what will it do for you? How will this impact you? How will this impact us? I feel like, in my opinion, this should not matter in the beginning stages. You should be getting to know me, not my wallet. And a lot of y'all might say, well, in order to get to know you, we need to know how much you're making. That's not true. Because as a good man, as a solid man, I separate my physical possessions from who I am. If you're trying to get to know me, you're not trying to get to know my wallet. Eventually, if we get to that point and that destination in our relationship where you will get to see the possessions I have or the finances I have, cool. But you are just now, you barely know my last name. What's my last name? Huh? You don't even know these things, right? So let's get these things in order. Let's get to know me before getting to know everything else around me. Because money does not make me. My finances does not make me. This right here, if I was stripped naked of everything, this would be who I am, not how much money I'm making. This also turns off a lot of good men because you have to understand, a lot of men been through a lot of things, been through and been with a lot of different types of women. So you don't even know what kind of PTSD a lot of these men have. Specifically, with gold diggers. I was almost caught up with a gold digger. She was fine. She was beautiful. She had a cool personality in the beginning, so I thought everything was cool until I realized, as we progressed in our relationship or whatever we called it, that she would ask a lot of questions about money. She would request things relating to money. I realized the importance she placed on material things, and then she started to ask me for money. Then it went from asking for money to expecting money. And then the time we spent together became less, but her requests for money became more. And as a young Sealz, I wasn't privy to what was going on. Then I realized, oh, she's trying to use you for your money. Not saying every guy has been through this or gone through this, but a lot of guys have been through this and probably won't even tell you because it's very embarrassing especially if you get caught up in that. So when he hears a woman starts to talk about money or asking how much money he has or what's his salary and all that stuff, those thoughts might start to creep back in, and you don't want that. Because how much money you make is a very personal thing unless you want to share those things. And that goes for you too, right? Well, how do you feel if someone was to ask you first meeting you, oh, how much money do you make? You're like, what? Man, if you don't get on my face, you know what I'm saying? It's weird. But a lot of women do ask this. So let's go to the next thing that can turn off a good man when you first meet him in the beginning stages. Is to say and gloat, I'm crazy and I don't care. Why do women say that? Why do a lot of women say that? And they're proud of it. They say it and then they laugh after. They start to go from looking like this beautiful woman to straight up joker, like you belong in a psych ward or something. There's a lot of women out here who say that and think that's cute. In my mind, I'm thinking like, okay, so you're crazy and you're proud of it. Now it seems like that's going to be more trouble for me. That seems like you're willing to do things that's going to put me in either danger or put me in some predicament that I can't afford, or put me in some situation that I have never asked for. I got too much going on. I do not need a crazy person, a crazy woman attached to me. And then to tell me, oh, I'm crazy, you just gonna have to deal with that. No, I don't. I don't have to deal with your craziness. And then to tell me straight off the rip, who do you think I am? I don't have time for games and all that crazy mess. Are you a mature woman? Are you the one for me? Are you a solid woman? I need a solid partner. I don't need a woman who's gonna boast on how crazy she is. And why is that the first thing you tell me, man? Like, what are we doing here? Like, because I can definitely call up a psych ward for you if that's what you're asking me. I can look up and I can help some places for you. Like, but to tell me and think that's cute, that's not cute to everybody. All right, especially men who don't have time to waste or are trying to build, or who are on a mission and looking for the right woman for them to partner with and to be love partnered with and be in love with. That should not be the first thing you lead off with. And the last thing that I've personally went with, which I will never accept again, is the woman who says, my father does it for me, why can't you? And I say, you know why? Because I'm not your father. Because this gives a sign to the man like, oh, or she's spoiled. So everything her daddy does for her, she expects me to do that for her. That ain't happening for a lot of men who have their own and want to share with you, but feel like they have to, that they're expected to share with you because that's what your dad did for you. That we are two different types of men. We are two different men in your life. Because if you wanted to be in a relationship with your dad, then you would do that. But there's a difference between having the same qualities of a good father, but I have to remind you that I am not your father. I am your man. I am your boyfriend, or I'm trying to be your husband. I'm those things. But hopefully this short video helps y'all a little bit, put y'all on game a little bit, especially for men that you just met. Watch out for using these things. And this does not speak for all men. Some men do like this, you know? Hey. But I do want you to be aware of the tone and the perception and the intention on the things you say, especially when it comes to good men in the beginning stages, because you don't want to push them away, you don't want to scare them away, and you always want to represent yourself well. So just watch out for what you say. All right, so good luck with that, and I will see y'all on my next video. Peace and blessings. Goodbye.